I'm Dan Sadler, Vice President UK Low Carbon Solutions at Equinor.
Now, we spoke a year ago and there were a lot of ideas bubbling up, but we seem to come so far in a year. What have been the big achievements for you?
Well, it's been an exciting year. I think the key thing has been that what we've done is we've consolidated the CO2 infrastructure. So we've got an end-to-end solution right from the CCS onshore right out to the store. We put that into the cluster sequencing competition with government, and we've been successful as one of the first clusters into Track 2, and that's a system that links Teesside and Humber.
And what will that actually mean in terms of what you're likely to be able to achieve over the coming years?
Well, every single decarbonisation project ambition in industrial clusters needs infrastructure. And so what that decision means is that the Humber and Teesside regions will have access to that infrastructure. So all the projects, whether the blue hydrogen, industrial carbon capture or post-combustion power CCGTs, now the game is on because they can all connect to real infrastructure which allows them to realise their decarbonisation ambitions.
And this is going to be one of the first in the UK, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean the government's committed by 2030 to have 4 industrial clusters CCS enabled, but 2 by the mid-20s. And the East Coast cluster, as well as HyNet over in Liverpool, will be the first 2 clusters with CCS deployed in the UK. So a big milestone.
And when you connect that with everything else that's happening in the Humber, this really is a world-leading project, isn't it?
It is. I mean, I think the Humber is a unique industrial cluster, both in terms of diversity of market, scale, companies in the region, but geology as well for hydrogen production, storage and CCS offshore. So this really could become an international lighthouse for low carbon technologies, not just for the UK but for the world to learn from and implement, meeting that wider climate change obligations.
When I saw today there are a lot of people wanting to talk to you, and we've got COP26 coming up. I guess this is the beginning of many people wanting to understand how it's happening here in the Humber.
I think that's right. I mean, it's exciting that people want to understand it. The key point we need to do is we need to get the conversation around the dinner table. You know, these low carbon solution schemes to decarbonise industrial clusters, you know, hydrogen, CCS, how well are they understood? It's, you know, renewables, you can visibly see it. So what we have to do, it's great to have these conversations, to open the debate and hopefully get people excited about this opportunity, because this is well paid long-term jobs for the UK and these regions.
Because we are talking about tens of thousands of jobs, and I guess the challenge now is to ensure we've got the people with the right skills.
That's correct. I mean, we forecast around 25,000 jobs just for the proposal put forward by the East Coast Cluster, but that expands as we go towards net zero by 2050. And what we have to do is make sure that we set up the right supply chains, both in terms of the manufacturing market, but in terms of the skills market, so we can get as many of those UK content, UK local people and national people capitalising on that benefit.
So, as Equinor, you're a partner in something significant. What does that actually mean for you guys going forward?
Well, firstly, we're a partner in the CO2 CCS infrastructure, but as important, we're also developing our hydrogen to Humber concept, anchored by the H2H Saltem project. And what these projects will do is kickstart the UK's hydrogen economy, making around a 40% contribution to the government's 5 gigawatt target. And it's a real fantastic opportunity for the UK and the Humber to lead the world in the deployment of a low carbon hydrogen market.